Hannah said, "So, Daddy Squeaks." Squeaky said, "Nope, Uncle Squeaks. My little sister is a breeder." Hannah said, "Wow, how old is Lauren now?" Squeaky was an only child until his dad left his mom when he was in 9th grade for his secretary, who he had knocked up. Squeaky's mom wasn't too broken up about it. She had a romantic connection with her tennis pro for years. They moved in together. Hannah's mother thought they were just companions because the tennis pro was a woman. She even told Hannah that she was glad Mrs. Chesmew was virtuous because any divorced woman who remarries becomes an adulteress, reminding Hannah that Romans 6:23 says, "The wages for sin is death." Squeaky said, "She's 32. Hannah's jaw dropped. "Yep, totally normal age to have kids. In my mind, she's 16 at most. I just always remember how cute she was at our graduation. She must have been 3 then. Wow. How did she end up here?" Squeaky laughed. "She teaches math at Forest Springs Friends." Hannah raised her eyebrows. "Great school." Squeaky smiled. "So I understand. But she's thinking of leaving and being a full-time mom. She has a 1-year-old and another due in a few weeks." Hannah said, "Oh boy, nearly Irish twins. God bless her. That might be a challenge. I suppose if the older one isn't too jealous, it might make it easier in some ways." Squeaky asked, "Do you have any kids?" Hannah said, "Can't you tell from my bun and my outdoor pajamas? Yes, I do. I have a son named Michael, who is 4, and a daughter named Emma, who is 2. I started late. Jacob and I didn't get married until we were 40. 2 healthy kids and a wonderful husband, and our life is beautifully uneventful, which is my new favorite word, by the way. Squeaky said, "My new favorite word is catastrophic. As in, this mess is catastrophic. I started a cleaning business. It's called Squeaky Cleans." Hannah laughed. Squeaky laughed too. He knew why she was laughing. She remembered how he got his nickname, and she couldn't stop giggling. Pretty soon, they were both giggling like 5th graders all over again. They became friends in 5th grade when Dr. Plipkin sat the class, boy-girl, in an effort to obtain proper decorum. They were the only ones who became friends. Squeaky did impressions of Dr. Plipkin, mannerisms and all. He had this accent. They thought he had to be British. Hannah drew pictures of him. "Tut, tut, governor. Cup of tea? Cheerio," wearing a Sherlock Holmes hat. One day, Oliver Stein asked, "Dr. Plipkin, where are you from?" Dr. Plipkin said, "What an odd question. I am a true Knickerbocker." The kids all agreed. At recess, "He's from England for sure." None of them had any idea what a Knickerbocker was, except Brainy, who said, "Well, actually, guys, a Knickerbocker is someone from Manhattan. As a matter of fact, it all started with Washington Irving of Sleepy Hollow fame." Oliver said, "Smurf up, Brainy." The consensus won. Popularity over accuracy. Brainy's given name was Joseph Gerbstadt, and he is now a professional know-it-all on the news and in print, and he's still right, but no one listens. Squeaky's given name was Bartholomew Matthew Chesmew. His mother thought it was adorable, a name that rhymed. She refused to let him go by his middle name because it would be too confusing. Or the initials of his first and middle names, like his friend J.P., just imagine the jokes. B.M. Oh, boy. She could never let him go by the nickname Bart, for fear he'd be called Bart Fart. Instead, they called him Fartolomew, which became Fart a la Pew. Speaking of farts, he got his nickname the time he fell off his chair while trying to pick up his pencil without getting up. He farted while reaching for it. He was holding his butt cheeks tight to keep it in, but it was no use. It wanted out, and it was high and squeaky. The next day, Laura Z dropped her pencil, and Hannah said, "Don't worry, Laura. Squeaky's on the job." The entire class burst out in laughter. Even the very formal Mr. Plipkin couldn't help it. He laughed and laughed, and good-natured Squeaky laughed the most. He preferred Squeaky to Bartholomew. In fact, he would have preferred anything except maybe Fart Boy. Bartholomew was better than Fart Boy.